Hello there, and welcome to the first of hopefully many drafts we'll be doing over at twitch.tv/Count Chroma. Link is in the description. I will, as far as possible, try and keep the drafts grouped by set in playlists on the YouTube channel. But without any further ado, let's get into it. If filled seat number 7 can ready up for us. Come on, mate. This person is going to have us. What a way to start the day. Come on, people. Everyone drafting the cool set now. I was thinking about it. Because there is another draft format in which you have 3 different core set booster packs. A bit of a, I don't want to call it a chaos draft style, but it is to a certain degree, because the core sets usually are pretty linear as well. So it's less chaos in that way, but I do still need quite a few Kaldheim rares and like the core sets. I know I drafted quite a bit of core sets 2020, etc. But okay, first pack. This is good. This is good in a vacuum. I've never drafted the Ruins deck, so I'm not sure how it goes. I know Giant's Amulet is ranked pretty high. Just the TLDR, I have not done much research on Kaldheim's drafting and the power level. Elvish Warmaster is interesting because it is a bomb for the elf deck, but we need support for it then. I do think we'll take this. To people in chat who do not know how draft works, each player gets 3 booster packs that they open. You get to pick one of the cards and then you pass it to your left first after you picked it, and then you receive packs from your right and pick, pass, continue until the pack is empty. When the pack is empty, you open your second pack and then you pass to the right way around the table and vice versa, and then you just do the last pack in the left way again. Okay, Herald King of Scamfar is perfect pickup here. This is, I probably could not ask for better. 3-drop 3/2 with Menace, already a fine card, but I can look at the top 5 cards and I can reveal another card which is either an elf or a warrior from them and put it into my hand. And since I already have the elf bomb, this is the rest of the pack. I guess Struggle for Scamfar is what we're hoping to wheel here. Ain't much in this pack for us. Sarul's Packmate is mythic level. Common. It's, you can, if you ever draft green in the set, pick up as many of these as you can. I don't care what who says this is. If you don't have a play on turn 2, you foretell it, you play it on turn 3, or whenever you have 2 mana again, or you can just play it out on turn 4. It's a 3/3 with a card draw. It's such utility. This card is absurd. It's not an elf or a warrior, but it's good enough to just make it into the deck. The other options here would have been maybe a Death Knell Berserker. Elderfang Disciple is pretty good. The rest are kind of meh. I do think we'll take Sarul's Packmate. Ravenous Landworm's pretty good. I've won a couple of games with Dogged Pursuit. With the few games that I have played of Kaldheim Draft, I have won a couple of games with Dogged Pursuit, but I do think the Lindworm is just better in this situation. Because we're going aggro, we're not playing a control style deck. If it was more of a controlling deck, I would have taken Dogged Pursuit. But in this case, I think it's between the Lindworm and the Snow-Covered Forest. To people who are new to draft, it's just because it's a snowland and you can't put snow basics into your deck that this is even an option. This is pretty good. No removal. This does create a elf for us. Elvish Warmaster says enters the battlefield. Yeah. Only once each turn, so I can actually 3-drop, put in a 2/3 elf, trigger Warmaster. I cannot get it with Herald, but should the elf die, I do have this 1/2 equipment with reach. Death Knell Berserker. I feel like Death Knells will be better if we have some other ways to pump them. But at this stage, only having the Warmaster and then an Elven Bow that you have to pay 3 to equip is a bit iffy. See now, this is actually a pretty good card for the tribal deck. But then again, it's Zombie Berserker. I don't want to go too far off. This is good in the snow deck. I haven't played with this really. It does seem decent enough. I do think let's take the Kennel Master and just sideboard it for now. It can be some filler. Probably the Dusk Wielder, Demonic Gifts. The thing is, if your opponent isn't really opposing one of your creatures that you want to hold, let's say you have like, okay, Packmat's not too bad to bring back, but let's say you have like the Elven Bow and Dusk Wielders or whatever out. I just don't know. Demonic Gift seems kind of meh. And with this, we can try and keep on the aggro plan. Jarl of the Forsaken and the collector in me wants to take the Tyrite Sanctum here. But I do think the pickup here is Jarl of the Forsaken. It's a fine playable. Flash creatures are better in draft than they are unlimited because people expected them less. Raise the Draugr. Death Knell Berserker. I do think raise the Draugr here because we're not sure on the Death Knell Berserker at this stage. Yeah, I do think let's raise the Draugr. Good way to get back some of our creatures. This is that pack. Let's just take the Raider's Cove. Might come in handy. In this case, do we take? Yeah, let's take our first Death Knell. They're all getting passed round and round the table, so if we get some ways to pump them, it's going to be pretty good. Hey dude, how was your day? Ooh. 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 This is not a elf, but this is a bomb in and of its own. Jeez. This might be a fairly good draft. Oh, the pick though. Kaldheim pick is one of those cards that we would like to have with a lot of Death Knell Berserkers, like 2 Kaldheim picks, 3 Berserkers. Draugr Necromancer, like Finn is also an option to a degree because Finn can win games on his own, literally on his own. He deals 5 damage to the enemy and the game is yours. But Draugr Necromancer, because when a non-token creature opponent controls dies, you exile it with an ice counter on it, and then you can cast those spells, and you may use mana as though it were mana of any color to cast them. So It's pretty strong. If we were more on the snow plan, Spirit of the Elder God is a very good card. Currently, I think it's between Coma's Faithful and Guardian Gladewalker. Let's just look at the curve. I do think I want the Guardian Gladewalker because it is an elf, and I can put a counter on Death Knell Berserker should the option come up. So I do think this is the way to go. Roots of Wisdom ain't too bad. This is pretty good. I think we're too far off for Bretagard. Drogo Rakuta is whatever. Raven Wings is an option, since it is another way to get our Death Knell Berserkers to 3. But I do think I'll see it wheel. It's kind of between Ruin of Might and Roots of Wisdom here. Let's take the uncommon for now. The others might just wheel. I guess it's Coma's Faithful. I don't know why, but I like Wither Crown. I do like Wither Crown. It's a good card. Because it's basically removal. But in this creature heavy deck, I think maybe just the Coma's Faithful is better. It's been good. I've been busy. I was playing a bit of constructed rank before this because I haven't been playing much. This ain't too bad because we're playing elves. This is an elf specific card. I do think that this is worth it inside of a elf deck. We do need to pick up some more elves, but for now it's fine. I don't play much. I'm almost at Mythic, but I've been dancing around in Diamond 1 for a while now, where it's win a few, flood out 3 games, win a few. Elderleaf Mentor is great. Once again, Raven Wings here, but I think we'll still pick up one of those. This will probably wheel. If we can just get some gold vein picks. If we can get some gold vein picks, then we can add in the Death Knell Berserkers. Toughness 6 or greater, that does nothing in our deck except get the Lindworm, and we're not even sure if that's going to make the cut, although it might. This is also an elf, but I think let's stay close to the ground. This ain't too bad. It's a decent combat trick because it does give you the +1/+1 if you just need one more toughness, or it gives you X-proof and then it trades for a removal spell and leaves behind a counter, plus that works well with Death Knell Berserkers. Yeah, I was playing a bit of Constructed and then I decided, oh, let's get a stream going, do some drafts. I'm actually uncertain here. Let's take this for the board. Not sure if I want too many of those. Roots of Wisdom ain't bad. Wither Crown or Dusk Wielder? Let's take Wither Crown if we don't get any other removal. Roots of Wisdom. Our colors are wide open. We have been, I think, like we were put into the right colors from the start. Doesn't seem like there are too many other people who are in our colors. Okay, so in this pack, what we want to do is we want to get some ways to pump these Death Knell Berserkers. Sarulf's Backmate is an easy choice here. The U only has one target, and as I said, we might not even play the Lindworm. Broken Wings, we're playing best of one draft, so don't like that. Just Boros Sentinel isn't the worst. Snakeskin Veil, I already have one. Village Rites should be good actually in our deck, but it might wheel since we have been getting mostly green and black cards from our opponents, and then Cyclone Summoner is good against us. uh, should be a easy pickup here. Feed the Serpent is just flat out removal, and pro tip for people who aren't familiar with any limited format, whether it be sealed or draft, removal's good. Removal is really good. I do need some more lower curve, but like I said, the Death Knell Berserkers can easily come in here. We do have this extra, we have Roots of Wisdoms, we have an extra Coma's Faithful. My only issue with taking too many Coma's Faithfuls is having 3 of them and all 3 of them die. You only have a 40 card deck, you mull 3, and then suddenly you, who are actually, you're drawing from Sarulf's Packmate, you're drawing from Herald, probably drawing from Ruin of Might, then suddenly you'll put in a position where you might just deck yourself in a later game. Sculptor of Winters, I think the best pick here because there's nothing else really for us. Yeah, we don't have any snowlands to untap with it, but I do think it's still better than the rest if we pick up some snowlands here. I think another Elven Bow. Do we want another one though? I think so. Like, I could take the Wool Tree for collection, but I do think that Elven Bow is just a better pickup here. Okay, this last pack has dried up quite a bit for us, but we can make it work. We can get to that sweet 5 win that you regularly want. This is a great pickup. Skimfor Shadow Sage is the perfect pickup right here. Here we go. Okay, no picks, no picks. The gold vein picks would have been very good. I have no idea. I can't even remember what I took over the gold vein pick in that pack that we actually saw one. Blizzard Brawl would have been good if we were in snow, but I do think just another Elderleaf Mentor, either that or Masked Vandal. Oh, let's take the Elderleaf Mentor. Let's just go for the flat out swarm strategy. Village Rites, good here. Struggle for Scamfire ain't too bad because you're always going to foretell it probably, unless it's a top deck. If you're on top deck wars mode, let's start to see Coma's Faithfuls raise the Draugrs. Okay, so we can pump Death Knell Berserkers in a couple of ways, but I'm not sure if we have enough ways to pump them with. Like I said, just if we could have picked up at least one pick, it would have been good. Maybe we should have taken those broken wings when we saw them would have also been a good way to do it. Because currently our only way is, let's say we add the Elven Bow. Add the Elven Bow, and then it's an equip cost of 3 to get it. But it might be worth it. It might just be worth it. Ruin of Might's also a way. And it does draw you a card, gives you trample. We do have the Guardian Glade Walker. Do we even want the Dusk Wielder, or do we just want to go in on some sort of Death Knell Berserker plan? Take out the Dusk Wielder, take out one of the forests. Village Rites is decent. Village Rites is so good here because we have 3 Elderleaf Mentors, each of them create 1/1 tokens. We have the Elvish Warmaster that also creates tokens, and a lot of them. So if we're in a pinch, we can just use this to counteract one of their cards on any of our creatures, or we can just keep the card draw going with the bunch of tokens that we'll be making. Ravenous Lindworm is kind of meh. And then for Herald we have 2, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 targets for Herald. That is more than enough. Roots of Wisdom. Now I think we keep it like this. Oh, this seems decent. Change our sleeve to match the deck, because we want to be fancy. We're playing Golgari, so let's do that and make our lands fancy. Here we go. Okay, yeah, we are at 40, we're fine. Oh, we're in Gold 2, like I said. I haven't been drafting a lot here, and I think I haven't bought gems on Arena in probably almost 2 years, so I've had a lot of troubles with Arena and internet, and it's just been an on and off thing, but I should make it a constant about now. I have to say that these drafts are quite a bit easier when there are more people drafting it, since then you have a lot less skilled drafters in the pool, so it's easier to rank up. Times like this where you can see there ain't many people that actually they are in the queues, etc. It's kind of a bit worse. See, and this is one of the ways that we can pump the Death Knell Berserker now, because now we can, although I do think we probably play Coma's Faithful here, well, especially now. So now, just to be mana efficient, we'll play the Faithful, but we do have the Guardian Glade Walker to pump this Death Knell Berserker, and then when it dies, we get a 2/2 back. This is why I wanted equipment to just pump its power with 1, of which the pickaxe is probably the best, with a close second being Broken Wings, because then you can, equip it on this berserker, you play a next one, then when this one dies, you just equip it on the next one as well, and it's not a one-off effect like this. Yeah, it costs you more mana, but you're all playing limited, so you have more freedom of mana. Okay, so this is 100% snow control. I don't want to play this out and have it removed just immediately. So I do think let's do this. Swing in. He'll block the faithful. We'll go up. He's on 18. We're on 23. Why would he block there? Oh, he's scared of a pump spell? Okay then. Okay. Don't see that a lot. That's fine. I do have raised the Draugr. I need another land. Another packmate. This bugger did just mold 2 of our lands. But hey, we have packmates, so we keep putting cards out and they keep replacing themselves. This is why this card is so good. And it is at common, but pick them up when you see them, because any other green drafter will take them, that I can promise you. Okay, there we have another land, so let's go in swinging. If he wants to trade, that's fine. We'll just play another packmate, slow roll the War Master. We need to keep on the aggressive here. Welcome back. I did see you. Now this is a pain in my tushy, because now I can't just blindly attack anymore. I do think, because what we can do here is we can slow roll this into Elvish Warmaster. He'll probably remove that with Priest of the Haunted Edge. Then we raise the Draugr, we bring back the Elvish Warmaster and the Skemfor Shadow Sage, because Skemfor Shadow Sage can kill him without us having to attack. So let's do this and do this. Is this only anytime you go cast the sorcery? That's actually pretty good. Okay, so now he should take care of the War Master, unless he has some bomb to play. For Christ's sake. This is quite frustrating. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. That is fine then. If you don't want to get rid of this engine of mine, that is fine by me. The only issue is he can keep returning the Nafi every turn. He actually can't. I just realized he actually can't yet. Not yet. He still needs 1 snowland. I just realized. Oh, Draugr Necromancer. Now we have no way to get it back. And this is why I'm kind of iffy on cards like Coma's Faithful. Yeah, we had raised the Draugr, but opponent over here just played 2 Skull Raids. See, that's what you should have done the previous turn already. What are you playing? That is fine. I am still winning this race quite comfortably. It's fine by me. I kind of forgot about the pump action there. That is on me. But we're fine. We're fine. What do we have left in the... Oh, we do still have, the Return Elf to Battlefield card. And with that, we'll be able to bring back Elvish Warmaster and then use it to pump. This is a scary card. This is a really scary card. You can take it up to a 2-3 right now. But the moment he gets to 4 snow permanents, that is a very scary card. Yeah, best draw here is the return creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield if it was an elf, put 2 elf tokens. That and 2 more lands should give us the game mostly. Are you going to attack? Yeah, okay with that. That is fine. Right now I just want to gunk up the board as much as I can. Get some reaching blockers here. People newer to Magic. Creature has flying, it can only be blocked by creatures with flying or reach, and this here artifact gives my creatures reach, so I mean, if he comes in for the attack here, then I can just double block. He can only take the token with him. Oh no, you can take the zombie if he should want, but I mean, is it really what you want to do? I'm not too pleased with myself. Losing the Death Knell Berserker because I missed the pump on this. If he has some sort of removal here, that's fine. But look at that. Just traded one of your cards for whatever that might have been. So, no, Return Upon the Tide. This is what I was waiting for. I do think it's just Elvish Warmaster here. Because if we bring back this game for, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that we can drain him for. That is nowhere close to enough. The Draugr Necromancer is also an option, but I think Elvish Warmaster is just the play here. And no attacks. Look at this board. Now, we did one more land. One more land and we can give all of these creatures +2/+2 and just swing in. And then it's probably game. Now he can start bringing back Narfi on the next turn. But you know what? And they gain Death Touch. So look at this. Elf Ball, baby. Oh, you can trade there. I'm gonna kill you. Even with that small little punt, we still made it. I have somebody in the mood for some magic. Go for it, Zeus. It is the most beautiful of games. Elf Ball. I was kind of stressing out in that game when he had us discard some of our most powerful cards. But we made it work, and that's all that matters. deck is not bad. I guess that's what happens when you get 2 on color rares. This is slow, but we gotta keep. It's so much harder to, like, we have playables, so it's probably a keep. That is how most limited games work, is if you have playables, you have lands, you have spells, you should probably keep. We need to draw something else here, but we can do that, then we can use that to fight something. Let's say we go turn 4, I'm hoping we have a turn 3 play here, just so we don't bleed too much, because this oak is just going to keep bashing. But what we can do then is we can maybe do Elderleaf Mentor first, just as blockers. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, I would have liked to have the Draugr Necromancer out before we did this, but I need to stop the bleeding a bit. Now it has a counter. He's going to keep on swinging in with the 1-1, but we do have the 2 bows. You can attack with that, I have no problem. This right here is a bit of a problem, I'm not gonna lie. I need some flying threats, or some reach. I really need one of those bows in this situation, because I have no other way to deal with whatever's going on here. I mean, if he drops a Snowland now, it's... Can people stop it with their skull raids? I never see play of I didn't see play of that card prior to this, and now suddenly it's just like, oh well, guess we'll play skull raid. What in the world? I really need some reach here. And this is why evasion is so good in limited formats. Because I have a stronger board, but he's just smacking me in the air. And if he draws a Snowland now, game is his. We need to be aggressive with this. This only gives hexproof. But that was a mistake. I'm being stupid because now I can just attack and end me here. This is what happens when you start stressing out. I'm dead. He just swings with all. But he doesn't see it. What? Oh, we're dead in any case. He's just smacking us. We just have to take the chance here, especially since he didn't see the previous one, to see if he actually... Puts him down to 2. This is not going to be enough. This is broken. You may spend mana from snow sources. Oh, I never read the card. Ha! Okay, guess we'll take Dragon Necromancer out. That's my bad. The thing is that we wouldn't have gained enough life there because the card that gains you life there is only on the second cast, and to keep our Dragon Necromancer alive we had to cast our first spell on him, and then it doesn't see itself as the second spell, so that's the reason. Do we take Roots of Wisdom or... That's a sorcery, otherwise I would have said let's take that. Let's just take Roots of Wisdom. Whoops. Like I said, I'm not that familiar with the set. Usually by this time I'd know every card in the set and what. I always had this thing where before set came out I'd sit down for an hour or two and I'd just go through the set to make sure that I know what's going on, what the archetype should be. I'd read an article on CFB before they had the pro thing, watch some other players draft that are better than me, but I haven't been doing that. See, and this is why Sorrel's Backmate's so good, because now you go Foretell the Backmate, since we had nothing else to do really. We had nothing else to do, and like a 4-drop for 3/3 that draws a card, that is on par, that's a playable, viable card. But now you have all this jazz. Just to be mana efficient, I am going to play this first though, because it has the ETB, then you can create a token from it. Because now next turn I can play the Packmate as well as Foretell Struggle for Scamefall. Be efficient. Unless it is absolutely life-threatening, always do the more efficient plays first. This isn't too important because I have the Struggle for Scamefall. It can only get that big in such a short amount of time. Do you want to trade? Didn't think so. Or do you want to chump? Didn't think so. Let's play the Packmate. Make sure that this is what we want to do. I do think so. Please don't tell me somebody else is going to make me discard 2 cards. I freaking beg of you. This will be the 3rd game in a row then. Okay, that's fine. Let's play Herald. See what he gives us. Alder Leaf Mentor, that's fine. Now we put this onto this. Because I'd rather lose the token than the Packmate, because most of the token's power is coming from the equipment. So should he trade here, it's fine by me. I would prefer if he trades here. See? And we are in an insanely good spot here, because what we can do is we just play Elder Leaf Mentor, see if we can trade off the Elder Leaf Mentor somewhere so we can return upon the tide, and then Scamefall, Shadow Sage, and well, Ain't much you can do about that. Attack first. That's menace, mate. Uh, I do think I'd rather remove both his creatures here. Because now what we can do is... Okay, he dies. We return upon the tide. We get his activation again. And we get 2 more elves to next turn Shadow Sage and kill him. There we go. Elf ball. Let's go. 3 more wins. 3 more wins, then win the money. That's my main goal with drafting, is getting to at least 4, but preferably 5 wins. Because 4 only loses you 1,000 gems worth. 3, pretty bad. 4 wins gives you 1,400 and a draft costs 1.5, so paying 100 gems to play all of this, get all of the cards, and then get 3 packs on top of that. 100 gems for basically 6 packs. That's an absolute win. 5, you get it all for free and an extra draft. So this is the money maker. And then if you can get up to 7, which isn't something that happens too regularly for anybody, it's all cash money. Demote. This is bad. This is bad. But we'll keep and hope for a green source. This is really bad. We need a green source. Hello, opponent. Mana's opponent. We have a green source. Ain't that snazzy? I want to hello him again. Zeus. This is good. I do think let's foretell this instead of Roots of Wisdoming, because there's no guarantee that we will mill an elf that we want back, where Root of Wisdom, should we find something like the Elvish War Master, they kill it, and then we can use Roots of Wisdom to just bring that back. That is the reason that I've put this in above something else. Let's just backmate. It's a bit of a pain of a call, because I would prefer the Death Knell Berserker getting +1 to trade with something, but let's see if he wants to trade. I do want to aggro his life total down, especially for snow-based decks, because they have a tendency to have some controlling elements to them. So I want to get his life total from 20 to 0 as quickly as possible. You had to activate that beforehand if you wanted to, but it's fine, you can get in the damage. I'm winning the race. I am quite comfortably winning this race. Now if you play something, I can struggle for Scam for it. You may put that card into their graveyard. Oh, he's just fate healing himself. Now we can struggle for Scam for and Elderleaf Mentor, so let's struggle. Oh no, I could have put it on the Death Knell Berserker, but this way my creature lives and I have an extra bit of damage. even if he did pull, I think Shadow's Verdict is from Kaldheim. Even if he did pull a Shadow's Verdict here, it's going to hurt him more than it's going to hurt me. I don't think there's any other board wipes in his colors. Doomscar's one, but that's a double white card. Even if he does have white in his deck, then that would require 2 more. I do think I swing here. I do have the Snakeskin Veil to either pump a Death Knell Berserker to make sure that he gives me a 2-2, so it's basically 1 drop to get me a 2-2. I do have Raise the Draugr as well. Swing, better swing. If he does allow these 3 to get through and not trade with any of them, then I can also just pump and then he's dead. Oh, you want to? Oh, okay. So he is scared of the Packmate, I wager. In that case, if you're so scared of the Packmate, have at it. Let's get rid of this token, see what we draw. Keep on the aggressive here. Another Death Knell Berserker. See, and in this case, Death Knell Berserker has been just a 2-drop 2-2, which isn't the best. But that's why I wanted some more equipment to go with it. But it's been working out. Death Knell Berserker of your own, that is fine. I do have the Raise the Draugr as well. Ooh, and a Return Upon the Tide. Swing, better swing. This bad blocks all around because he needs to block Herald with 2, and he needs to block Sarulf's Packmate with both if he wants to block them. I mean, look at this. Now he's trading 2 for 1 after I already got my value off of this. Now we Death Knell Berserker and Death Knell Berserker. And is he going to have answers for 4 creatures? One of them having Menace, because all of these are lethal now? Did you draft a Shadow's Verdict in a deck full of... See? There we go. Gold League and draft is pretty easy. Once again, when you draft 2 on color rares, I think this is a fairly solid 7 out of 10 deck. Maybe a 6. But it's pretty good. It's pretty darn good. 2 more wins. I wish I could see the names of the people who keep, like, as they join chat, as they watch. Because Twitch's UI is pretty wonky when it comes to you looking at who is in chat at any given stage. I want to see the lurkers. Oh, Tinus. I'd wager this is a South African. Hello. Packmate OP. Even now we need a land. If we don't draw a land, we can use this Packmate, which is a 4-cost card with 2 mana, and have him help us draw into land. But mana efficiency. Seeing a lot of snow, this 5-color snow decks. Uh, this is a pain. Let's pack mate, see if we can draw land. That is good. We'll foretell that. Oh, app keeps disconnecting you. I wonder what that might be. I would not attack there if I was you, mate. This isn't a good attack because I will not be blocking there. Now we can just use the Snakeskin Veil to get rid of the Spirit of Elder God because he is going to block. Snakeskin Veil gets rid of that. I do 2 for 1 myself, but that thing just gets out of hand so fast, and he has drafted a ton of Snowlands, so getting rid of some of his payoffs is pretty good. Still winning the race. Now we can Herald, get an Elderleaf Mentor, because this game is going to get one, especially because he has this, which is an insane blocker. Eyesight Troll is such a good blocker when you have basically only Snowlands, so we have to overwhelm him. Luckily we're pretty healthy, so we can set up a board to do that. I'm just a bit scared of him just popping down enormous creatures. This is still fine. This is still fine. Play the land. Swing. I'd rather get rid of his creatures than keep mine. I can do both here, but I do think this is better. Oh, let's just try and keep the pressure up. That is how we will win this, because this dude's deck looks pretty sweet. He has this Frost Spark Yeti, Spirit of Elder God, Eyesight Troll. He might still have more Eyesight Trolls because they usually go pretty late if you're the only or one of 2 snow drafters, and he has 4 Snowlands already. My dude's deck is sick. I wonder if he has any other payoffs though, but we'll see. Ooh, this is good. This can help me kill him from behind the defense that he has set up. So once again, we can't do both. Let's Village Rights. Let's Village Rights. Let's see what it gives us, because I want to close out this game quickly before he gets traction. Do you have a counter spell? Opponent? Kom nou, Tinus. There we go. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. What we want to do, because we need to do 11 between Skemfall and an attack, we need to do 11. So I would like to Return Upon the Tide, something like either Death Knell Berserker, Guardian of the Glade, something. And then Skemfall Shadow Sage. We are 2 lands off of doing both in one turn. Okay, when it dies, this is an exile effect. That is fine, because I do not want him drawing 3 cards. Also such a good pickup. I wonder. Zeus is having some issues. We'll see. Okay, in this case I can do this and feed the serpent. And then if we draw another land, which is usually not preferable, then we can do both in one turn and swing and then he's dead. Otherwise we just see what he does here. If he attacks, we can feed the serpent whatever stays behind, and I think it's GG. My dude has been... well, he's not actually flooding that much. Packmate, that's fine. I should have the wider board here. That is also fine. Let's see what he attacks with. That is what I'm interested in here. What does he attack with? Does he attack at all? If he does not attack, then I definitely feed the serpent the Inga. I think either way I want to feed the serpent the Inga. Because if something backfires here, I do not want him drawing 3 cards. Okay, we might have to... Scheiße. Let's see. I think let's attack with Herald. This does cause our Scamful Shadow Sage to drain for 1 less, but that's fine because we can get something else with Herald as well. He has to double block, so I am going to take at least one of his creatures with me. Do it like that because he can give the troll indestructible. Here we go. Now I return upon the tide the Herald, get 2 more tokens. Okay, and I whiff. That is also fine. I do think we win here. Let's drain him. Or not drain him, just loses life. He loses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 life here. He's down to 3. I think he's just dead. Then we fight this onto this. Yep. Here we go. Come on, server. And we're at 4. I mean, this is already in money range. We still have 2 losses. Let's see if we can get to 5. This is good. I have a 2, 3, 4. Hello. Are you going to have manners? Manners opponent. Come on. If somebody greets you in the, like, wherever you are you just going to ignore them? Like, hello. If we were sitting across from each other here, doing a real draft, we'd shake hands. Okay, probably not shake hands with the state of the world, but we'd be civil. This thing does damage somewhere, I think. Draw a card, then reveal a giant card from your hand if you do to target opponent or planeswalker, so it can't take out my Death Knell Berserker. Let's just do Karma's Faithful, it's more damage for now. Dude is definitely playing Giants and Wizards. That might be a problem. That last mode. Because he can just drop a big boy. He can drop a big boy. I mean, he can drop Undersea Invader. Swing. I am the aggressor here. Now we have raised the Draugr for Coma's Faithful and Skemfall if he doesn't do something else here. Once again, Skemfall might just win us this game from behind a line of defense. Card is so good. Okay, he can't do a 6-drop, he can do a 5-drop though. That is more than fine, dude. That is also fine. I am fine with everything you just did. Swing. See? This is brilliant, because he's on the defensive constantly here. Death Knell Berserker. Played Death Knell Berserker. And we do still have, because now we'll return the Shadow Sage and the Elderleaf Mentor. Elderleaf Mentor gives 2 more elves. In the current board state, it will be those 2. This is 5. Shadow Sage makes it 6. That's a drain for 6. If he only plays 1 creature here, we'll definitely at least get in with Herald. But yeah, let's do this. We can keep this for any big boys that he's going to play. Do that. Raise the Draugr. Return 2 creatures the Chera type. Scan for Shadow Sage and Elderleaf Mentor. This is a pretty good draft to start out with. Not gonna lie. This is a pretty good draft to start out with. Because now if we drop some big boy, we just... Hammer? I don't care about the hammer. I don't care one bit about the hammer. Feed the serpent, that thing. Just so we can keep bashing in. Because now he can trade with one of these. Because that means we can get 2 more damage in, where this Shadow Sage would have made that only 1 more. And this is 3, this is 4. To each creature. I did not see that. I did not see that. I did not see he has this. Lol. This is still fine. Because now we do this. We do this. And we wait for him to say that he has removal or something. Otherwise we just swing. Because this thing comes in tapped. This thing has trample now. Keeps it at the top, so whatevs. See? And the game is ours because this has trample. So we're going to drain him for 3. Even if he blocks here, 2 of the damage still goes through and the token is another 1. We had 5 wins. Cash money. See what happens when you don't greet your opponent. this is what happens. Okay, we're in the money. That is one more draft for us. Come on, server. Let's see. Do we get to 7 wins? 1 loss? 7 wins, 1 loss would be the ideal here. That is 2,200 gems. That puts 700 gems above the rate where the draft pays for itself. So that 700 gems can help pay for a future draft then. Because if you think about it, you can go infinite if you just do at least 4 or 5 wins with every draft deck, which I don't think there's many people who actually do that, but getting the 1,400, 1,500, and the 1,500 pays for the 1,004, and you're just evening out the entire time. But you do want to get to at least 4 wins, because that is where it really starts jumping in the amount of gems that you get back. This is more than fine. This deck is just... Sorrel's Backmate is so good, and having Herald and other ways to then bring back my elves, this deck turned out really good. Even if we had played some more drafts and were in a higher rank, it would still be good. Let's do this. Then we can, I think, Herald next turn, just for in case we get to a War Master, because War Master means we can go War Master and Guardian of the Glade Walker on turn 4. This is fine. I'd rather have you poison the cup, my 2/2, than something else. It does give him the Scry, this is also a very good card. Let's see. He needs lands, so I understand why he did it. I would have done the same. Give me War Master. Now I can slow roll it because I can play Sorrel's Backmate. That's fine. I promise you my deck has a lot more survivability than Berserker's deck, because I do think this is Black-Red Berserkers. I think the first archetype that I actually played in this draft format. I do still have the Skemfar as well, and these. So now what we do is this. And this. I have lifelink. And then I have the Shadow Sage as well. It's a pity that I can't cast both of these on the next turn, because then it's 1, 2, 3, that's 5, that's a drain for 5, so... Is it actually worth it just to cast the Shadow Sage next turn? That's 4, puts him on 6. Don't like that. Ew, I would have liked one of these. No blocks. Okay. Coma's Faithful. Land. Do you have 2 sorts of removal here? This is 1, so he'll need a 1 cost something to either remove or pump with 2. And then if I get through with Herald and I play this game for Shadow Sage with Herald and the Shadow Sage, I win. I will block both because I have no idea what you have in hand. It's really good that I'm all the 3 man. Okay, what are we doing here? Do you have 2 creatures maybe to block Herald? Do you have a way to remove Herald? Okay, way down. Give me a creature here. 1, 2, 3, 9, 11. I have 11. The only 5 lands left in the deck. Ooh, this is beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I want it done like that. Loses X life, so he loses 3 because elf. Yep, there we go. I can block here, block here. Jeez. Okay. Should he swing, he can't kill, so he has to wait. And then this gives them... He can't kill like this. No blocks. Now, when I attack, he has to block both, because I can make both lethal. If he has a way to swing in... Oh, no, he's going to have a huge ass creature here, I'd wager. I think we're going to lose here. If he has something with 6 power here, you can use this to give it haste. Nope. That's 5. Can you get it to 6? Okay. Here's the Jorga. This is perfect. Return 2 creatures. We bring back Skinfall Shadow Sage. And Guardian Gladewalker, I guess. I'd rather put the counter on here. This means this is also tradable with one of these. Good game. We're at 6. So one more game? One more game? Oh, it's okay. Plats. Yay, let's go. One more game, then we have 7 wins. This is not going to be how all the drafts are going to go though. We did. So I'm going to keep repeating it. We not only open 2 on color rares, but we do have some uncommon support for the archetype as well, in the form of Skemforce, Shadow Sage, Herald, and the Return Elf. I keep forgetting the names of these things. Shows you I just have to focus a bit more, but well, we have some good support, but it's been going good. We have basically 3 chances to get this last one. See, now this is a questionable hand to keep. Quite typical of us wanting one more win here, but I do think let's keep it. Make sure we have... There are 14 more lands in this deck, so it's about a 1 in 3 chance for us to draw one at any given stage. See? We can send Return Upon the Tide as a foretell. That's a pretty good card. Yeah, let's foretell this. not show him that we are in black. Then on the next turn, hopefully we either draw a playable or another land so we can have the mentor. Ooh, this is a really good card. That is a really good card. This is a really good card. Yeah, I mean, what can I do? And then add for each berserker you control until end of turn. If we draw land here, I do think we have to feed the serpent. Let's first see if he wants to trade. Yeah, go for it, my dude. Okay, that's good. Let's mentor here. Just try and keep him at bay, because we have value in our cards. Like here, we just traded the Coma's Faithful for the Ice High Troll. 2/3 drops, but his is to a degree a bit better than ours. Let's double block here. Blocks 5 damage. Once again, now we're trading a 4-cost card for a 6-cost card. And then we can double block here again, and if he doesn't have some way to pump it, we'll kill this token with this. Then we can raise the Draugr, rinse and repeat. That's why I actually like Elderleaf Mentor quite a bit. See, he has nothing. So now what we do is we do this. We keep up Feed the Serpent for any big scary creature that he might bring out, and he might have a removal spell here. We're fine with that. We are completely fine with that, mate. Ta-da! This card is the one. Look at the top 4 cards. You may cast a spell from among them. Needs 8 mana for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Without paying its mana cost. That is very important in this. So, feed the Serpent you. Because he has a lot of mana, I just don't want him to have any free value of that sort. This he can create a 4/4 with, but that's fine. I do. No. Let's wait. See what he does on his turn. I do think we raise the Draugr and bring back 2 Elderleaf Mentors here. To a creature. Yeah, I mean, like this. If he should start attacking in with that, I just think we swing back for more, so we win the race. We have not drawn many of our really good cards here, but should we draw, say, Scamfor Shadow Sage here? I mean, Scamfor Shadow Sage, that is 3, that is 7, that is 9. We can drain him for 9, or we can gain 9 life. If he attacks here, he attacks for 7, we attack back for more. I do think we just start swinging in here. He'll start trading for the Elderleaf Mentors, but he trades for one of them, or he takes one of them. You can do that as well. I kind of forgot about that. But this is still fine. He munches down both of those. We hit him for 6. I would like a Warmaster or something here. Shadow Sage, just give me something that I can work with. Because we've drawn quite a bit of lands. Let's trade here. Take 8. Not really what I wanted. Let's see, does he have a way to deal 3 more damage, because I will not be blocking here. Removal spell, thought so. Hmm. If we don't draw anything here, we're going to have to keep back the tokens. Ooh. We have to draw something here. This is a must now. Come on, Shadow Sage. There we go. And this is a win. Yep, we win. Each opponent loses life. Ta-da! 7-1. Well, let's just... There we go. 2200 gems on the first draft. This is going good. This is going good. And we only had to endure one loss for that. Claim a prize. There we go. 6 packs, 2200 gems. I'll take that as a win. Join us again on the next one.